is Van T. Jones, and I'm excited to again bring you 3M Mondays. The M's in 3M stands for mentality. As a man thinketh, so is he. Stands for motivation. What's the fire in the belly? What's the fire in the gut? What's the inspiration to get me going? And lastly, what moves am I really making after I've thought about it and after I've been inspired? We've been walking through March Madness. It is NCAA basketball season. As you see behind me, we've been looking at some NCAA basketball. I'm still watching some teams, and the best teams are on display in NCAA basketball, men's and women. I noticed a few things. Those teams have 4 things in common. We already shared the first 2 with you. They have mass amounts of togetherness. You can't tear them apart. They work together. They stay together. If you do pull them apart, you'll have to tear them apart. They stay together with one mission, one vision, and they understand where they are going. They stay together as one team. Secondly, they have excitement, energy, and enthusiasm about the mission and vision. Man, also too, they have A+ talent. I've been watching some basketball, and some of the best teams with A+ talent are playing and on display. Man, how do you get and handle that A+ talent? First thing you do, you must attract it. How do you attract A+ talent? By becoming A+ talent. If you're A+ person of excellence, you'll attract some talent. They'll see what you're doing, and they'll want to join in what you're doing. Once you attract that talent, you have to build a magnetic vision. All great visions come from above. Once you get that vision, you build it and let them help you build that vision, and some amazing things will happen. The next thing you do, you must care about them. You heard the old adage, people could care less about how much you know until they know how much you care. You got to care about them, care about their families, care about their futures. What's in it for me is what they're already thinking. You must be thinking about them and their futures as well. Once you've done the first 3, you must drive the strategic focus. It is your job as the leader to get in that driver's seat and to drive and to move, to pull them along. If it's a good enough or a big, hairy, audacious goal that they love and they are attracted to, you won't have any problem getting them on, as Jim Collins says, getting them on the bus to go along with you as you drive. The next thing you do, once you've gotten that A+ talent, you have to empower them. All that means is to give them some power, give them a little bit of freedom, give them parameters, but once you tell them where we're going, you let them go. As I watch the NCAA, the best players, you tell them, hey, we're trying to score X number of points, we're trying to win the game, and they do the rest, because once you've given them power, they know what to do because you have A+ talent. And last but not least, you have to focus on replication. When I say that, I think about some of the best coaches. I'm thinking about Bill Parcells. I'm thinking about Bill Belichick. I'm thinking about Coach K, whose team plays in the NCAA. He's been amazingly successful. Those coaches replicate great coaches and great players. They replicate themselves. I'm talking leaders right now. Sometimes as leaders, we get attracted to certain people on our team, certain talent. But as a leader, you must keep your hands open and out, knowing that every team is seasonal. Let those guys and let those gals go, be all that they were called to do and be. And focus on replicating them, having the best teams all over the place. And you can look back and say, they came to our program. I've been a part of their success, and I am grateful for it. How do we again attract and keep that A+ talent? Number 1, you have to attract it by becoming A+ talent. Number 2, you must build a rock solid magnetic vision that people want to be a part of. The third thing is you must care about them and their future, because everybody's all saying to themselves, man, what's in it for me? You must drive the strategic focus by saying, hey, it is my job to make sure they're with me. I'll let them drive some too, but it's my primary role to drive the strategic focus. Empower them, which means to give them power. Don't tie them up. Don't hold them up. Let them go. And lastly, focus on replication. How many coaches, how many players, how many leaders can I replicate as a leader? And you'll be known as a leader's leader, and you'll have great teams, and you'll always be a part of creating great teams. Again, this is 3M Mondays. Join us again next week for the last letter in teams, which is the M. We'll talk about mass amounts of grit. All great teams have mass amounts of grit. Thank you so much.